Hello guys, this is Avcoor and I would like to talk about the last notice for the day. And that's critical threat Sephiroth. So because so many people cleared, we get to participate in this frenzy battle that will be Blue Crystal 1000. That's really good, but there's some things to keep in mind when fighting Sephiroth, and I want to go over a couple of tips that will help you. That will honestly help you fight Sephiroth. So the first tip I think everybody needs to understand is there's an HP threshold to fight Sephiroth, and you really want to meet that HP threshold. So what is that HP threshold? So when we look at my party, this is the party that I used to clear the pumpkin. So I called it pumpkin party or whatever. Your HP threshold cannot be 5,000. It needs to be in 6,000 or above. 6,000 or above for your HP threshold. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're trying to hit. And you have weapons in order to do that. If you have the Tone Bear weapons, if you have the grinding weapons from the summons, you should have the tools you need in order to hit the 6,000 threshold for HP. And you need to look at that. Another thing, debuffs do not work, but buffs do work. So there's a weapon that Barrett has, in his toolkit that really helps with this content, and that's Assault Gun. So it gives you physical defense mid for all party members. This is something that you need to think about. Since you cannot debuff Sephiroth, you need to buff your party. You need to have units that can buff your party. So if you don't have Barrett, a lot of people don't build Barrett. It hurts me to say that, but a lot of people don't build Barrett. Oh well, it's life. It's life. Come on, it's life. There are other weapons that can do the job for you. So go to sub equipment. Let's go to filter, and let's go to 5-star filter, and you'll see that there's some weapons that can get the job done. So we actually have solid barrier from his other weapon, but if you play Sephiroth, you actually have his weapon as well, solid barrier. So you increase your physical defense mid, and when he uses his Octo Slash to target a unit, you're trying to drop this buff on top of them so they can survive the attack. Let me see if another character has a weapon that you can use. Oh, that's Mono Ward. So the pumpkin weapons do Mono Ward. So the free weapons that you get allow you to dampen Sephiroth's DPS. So that's the second tip that I'll give you because that's really important. You need a certain HP threshold. You need certain skills that can reduce physical damage because most of his attacks do physical damage. Third, you need to really think about your healer. So of course I use Aerith. So what are the thresholds? You want her heal to be above 1,500. 1,000 over 1,500. So she can pretty much top off the party when you get hurt. And another thing to add on to this, if you have another character that can heal, you might want to use that character to help you heal because Sephiroth does insane amounts of DPS and he has a way to lower your HP to 0. So thinking about that, taking that into account, it's not bad to have another healer or to have two other units to help Aerith out. Give them cure. Give them cure. Do not give them cure. Give them cure because you need the extra bonus to replenish your HP because these DPS matches get kind of hectic, and it takes a lot of pressure off of Aerith because sometimes she cannot keep up with the DPS that Sephiroth puts out, and we do not know how strong the Sephiroth is. So my advice is think about your healer and think about some support for your healer. If you have a strong party, then you can actually designate at least one character to supplement your healer's healing, if you get what I'm saying. But the threshold for heals on your main healer has to be above 1,500. She got to be. And their HP has to be above 6,000 because you want them to live. So the fourth and final tip that I will give: lean on your summons. If you have been building your summons, then you have the opportunity to actually blow away Sephiroth, because there are certain thresholds where he enters where he's weak versus a certain element, and if you have that element, you actually can hurt them. But more importantly, you have a way to do DPS outside of your basic turns. So if you have summons, use your summons because they will help. They will hurt Sephiroth. And if you're lucky to have an element that he's weak against, then you're pretty much good to go. If you follow this strategy, you'll be able to clear, because I was able to clear, and I hate to say it, it took me a lot of tries, and I'm not proud of it because there were some ugly clears. But the tips that I have given you will help. But anyways, if you like my content, hit the like, share, subscribe button. I'll get back to you. Have a great day, and goodbye.